Hello dear students. Today we will study the features of federalism. This may come in examination in 5 number or in 3 number. Usually in 5 number sometimes comes. Features of federalism. First, there are 2 or more than 2 level of government. In India you are having central government, then state government, then local government. Different tier of government govern the same citizen, but each tier has its own jurisdiction in the some specific matters of legislation, taxation and administration. जनता वही रहती है, बल्कि शासन करने वाले ज़्यादा होते हैं. एक राष्ट्रीय सरकार होती है जिनके नियम लागू होते हैं जनता पे, साथ ही साथ स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की सरकार होती है, उनके नियम भी लागू होते हैं उसी जनता के ऊपर. सो वन सिटीजन and administration power may be 2 or more than that. The jurisdiction of the respective level of or tiers of government are specified in the constitution, so the existence and authority of each tier of government is constitutionally granted. सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट आपके ऊपर किस तरह से रूल करेगी, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट किस तरह से आपके ऊपर रूल करेगी, ये सब संविधान में लिखा हुआ है. कोई एक दूसरे के मामले में हस्तक्षेप नहीं करता है. This is clearly written in our constitution, according to which central and state government rule over us. Fourth, the fundamental provision of the constitution cannot be unilaterally changed by one level of government. Such changes require the consent of both the level of government. The fundamental provision of our constitution, can you tell me? Okay, like equality, liberty, fraternity, like that. These are the fundamental provision in our constitution. This cannot be changed by only one level of government, either central or state. If such things have to change or any amendment is there, if government thinks that we need to amend such things, then for that both central and state government has to be taken into consideration. Next, court have the power to interpret the constitution and the power of different level of government. The highest court act as an umpire if dispute arise between different level of government in the exercise of their respective power. Suppose there is a confusion of the exercise of power or fighting between the central and state on any issue. In such condition, they have to move to the court, and court will take the decision who is correct and what is the correct thing. The Supreme Court act as an umpire in such cases. 6. Source of revenue for each level of government and are clearly specified to ensure its financial autonomy. तो सेंट्रल को कहाँ से पैसा मिलेगा, स्टेट को कहाँ से पैसा मिलेगा, सब पहले से लिखा हुआ है. एक दूसरे के मामले में कोई हस्तक्षेप नहीं करता है. 7. The federal system thus has dual objective to safeguard and promote unity of country while at the same time accommodate regional diversity. Therefore, two aspects are crucial for the institution and practice for federalism. Government at different levels should agree to some rules of power sharing. They should also trust that each would abide by its part of agreement. An ideal federal system has both aspects, mutual trust and agreement to live together. मिलजुल के रहना है, एक दूसरे विश्वास करना है, एक दूसरे को सहयोग करना है. The exact balance of power between the central and state government varies from one federation to another. The balance depends mainly on the historical context in which the federation was formed. So these are the main features of the federalism. If it comes in examination in 5 number, I think you can easily write it and explain it. That's for this video. Thank you.